He saw her small hands trembling in the dark, sifting through torn plastic bags as if she was searching for the last hope the world had denied her. For a moment, he thought his eyes were playing tricks on him. A child and no older than 7 alone behind a row of abandoned shops, digging through a dumpster. Something in that moment grabbed his heart and refused to let go. Before you go any further, make sure to like this video and subscribe, because what you're about to hear is a story that proves miracles sometimes hide in the most unexpected places. The night was cold, the kind that made breath turn foggy and fingers stiff. Daniel had been walking home from the late shift, exhausted and replaying all the worries of another long day of bills, rent, the dream of someday opening his own repair shop. But when he saw Heiress, shivering, her feet buried everywhere, he fell silent. He approached slowly, not wanting to startle her. "Hey broken bar, are you okay?" he asked softly. The little girl froze. Her head snapped up, and for a second, Daniel was struck by how striking her features were. Her bright blue eyes, the kind people rarely forget, eyes he had seen on posters taped to storefronts and street lamps for weeks. His heart skipped. No, a broken bar it couldn't be. She backed away until her shoulders hit the dumpster wall, clutching a half-eaten sandwich as if it were a treasure. "It's all right," he said gently, crouching to her level. "I'm not going to hurt you." She hesitated, then whispered, "I'm hungry." Those 2 words carried the weight of a world she should never have had to know. Daniel pulled off his jacket and wrapped it around her tiny frame. "Let's get you warm first." He took her to the 24-hour diner on the corner. The waitress, Linda, gave them a strange look, mostly concern as the girl devoured pancakes like she hadn't eaten in days. Daniel didn't push her to talk. He simply sat with her, letting her feel safe. After a while, she spoke. "My name is Lily," she said quietly, her small fingers tracing circles on the table. Daniel felt his throat tighten. Lily Prescott, the missing heiress whose disappearance had shaken the entire city. Daughter of one of the wealthiest families in the state. Search parties, news broadcasts, police investigations, everyone had been looking for her. But now she sat before him in an oversized jacket, hair tangled, a bruise fading on her cheek. "Lily, a broken bar, do you know people have been looking for you?" he asked cautiously. Her lip trembled. "I didn't want to go back." "Why?" She stared at the diner window, eyes reflecting memories too heavy for a child. "My step-uncle broken bar, he said I was in the way. He said nobody needed me. One night I heard him telling someone that he wished I'd disappear. So I ran. I ran far." Daniel felt anger rise, but he kept his voice calm. "You are not in the way. You're important. Your family loves you, Lily." She looked doubtful, but she didn't argue. Maybe she wanted to believe him. Maybe she hoped he was right. "Do you trust me?" he asked. Slowly, she nodded. He took out his phone and dialed the hotline number from the missing posters, giving only minimal details at first. The operator's gasp said no. They had been terrified she wouldn't be found alive. "Stay with me," Daniel said as they waited for authorities. "I'm not going anywhere." When the police arrived, Lily squeezed his hand hard, eyes wide with fear. "I don't want to leave you," she whispered. Daniel knelt before her. "I'll be right here, I promise." What followed was chaos, sirens, news vans, a flood of reporters, but Lily never let go of his hand until she was safely in her mother's arms. Mrs. Prescott cried as if her soul had been returned to her. She hugged Daniel with gratitude words couldn't express. Days passed, and Daniel thought that was the end of his part in Lily's story. But then came the knock at his door. Mrs. Prescott stood there, elegant yet humble, holding a letter Lily had written. In shaky handwriting, it read, "Daniel saved me. Can he come to visit me? He made me feel safe. I want him to be my friend." Tears stung Daniel's eyes. Mrs. Prescott smiled softly. "You didn't just find her," she said. "You gave her back the ability to trust." From then on, Daniel became part of Lily's life. He attended her therapy sessions, her birthday parties, even her school recitals. The Prescotts helped him open the repair shop he had always dreamed of, and not out of charity, but because Lily insisted. He deserves good things too. In time, the bruise on Lily's cheek faded, but the bond she formed with Daniel only grew stronger. She became a symbol of hope, showing the world that even the smallest act of stopping for a frightened child behind a dumpster could change everything. And Daniel learned something too. Heroes don't always wear capes. Sometimes they're just ordinary people who decide to care.